Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Looking to throw right away is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's sharp. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. That catch now puts him at 1,094 in his career. And in recent memory, he passed Reggie Wayne, Anquan Bolden, T.O. on the list, and now he's even with Tim Brown. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Throwing on third down, Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3 to 1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5 to 1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Bonds. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. The Panthers are a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing again on second down. Watson over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Bonds. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Ingram. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down. Bonds. Throw left side complete to Chase. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Ingram. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, what a play there by the first-round pick.
And, Brandon, that's why you invest in a linebacker like this. Not just his ability to make plays, but to make plays that get your defense off the field.
So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, hang on here. DeAndre Hopkins is shaken up, so we're going to have a pause for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sharp. Watson on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Sharp. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Well, these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 1st down, Watson. Complete to Likely. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. 6-0 our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. Look at those stick skills. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown there in the season. And the Falcons have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Bonds. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
The toss right. This is Ingram. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
And again, it's Ingram. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have regained the lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
that's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right.
Akers hit. He coughs it up.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sharp. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Watson on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's the gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Holding, offense.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. From the 50, it's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Touchdown! Wandale Robinson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from capturing the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down. Bonds. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
With the dime work on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bonds. Found his target. It's Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee in the final couple of seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Michael Gallup, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Bears on top. The Bears trying to hold on and claim victory. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So here are the Panthers set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On first down, Bonds. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Avoids him at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first and 10, Bonds. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. 4 yards. Running right, this is Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Operating from the gun, Bonds. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. To throw on third down, Bonds. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bonds. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Up the middle, Ingram. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Bonds finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're running. Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Deshaun Watson sacked. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw is Watson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think you got caught in between and created a foul.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's sharp. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a first down throw, Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 35.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On first down, it's Watson.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. To throw again on second down. Watson toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing on second and long. Watson.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Bonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Bonds. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Bonds. He's got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing out left and finding Likely.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Watson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again.
Akers back-to-back catches. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
On first down, Watson. His pass caught at the 4.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And this time he is in.
Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Ingram again. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They give to Ingram up the middle. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I though?
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and he'll take it out to the 25.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one,
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. He finds his man, complete. It's Sharp. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And that is incomplete. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, it's Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.